Alright, hopefully we can get this going without any technical difficulties this time. I'm gonna check to see if I can get mastery points back in Mystic Dispersion one more time. And no, it looks like we still can't change that. I usually have Mystic Dispersion maxed, but I took points out so I could do suicides for the Korg arena. So I'm going with Dr. Voodoo, Sentinel, Proxima Midnight, Gladiator Hulk, and Korg. I'm interested to see how Korg's synergy with Gladiator Hulk will turn out in questing. So it looks like Korg gets a much longer armor break when he uses a heavy attack with 13 or more credit excitements, and Gladiator Hulk's credit excitement gets a little duration boost. Cool, so let's get started. Didn't mean to do that, but there we go. Go with the Rage path, since Voodoo's a good counter for that node. I'm gonna stop pressing skip. I'm gonna miss out on the story. Voodoo is definitely one of the top counters for the Rage node. It's even better, he does have Mystic Dispersion. But watch, Cage goes from unblockable to no more unblockable to a ton of Spirit Poison damage. There's been a lot of talk about which two Cosmic Champs are gonna get the upcoming buff. Most people seem to think they're gonna be Carnage and Venom. Voodoo would have gotten full power right there if he would have had his Mystic Dispersion maxed. A lot of players have also been talking about who they think is going to be best to counter Emma Frost. Some players have been bringing up like Juggernaut and Magneto. Of the helmets they wear in the comics, their helmets protect them against psychic or telepathic abilities. I don't think Kabam has thought that far ahead with those champion encounters, but it would be interesting if they added that down the line. Still got Rage. So Rogue shrugs off debuffs a lot faster, I think 70%. One of the cool things about using Dr. Voodoo against her is that his right there, I'll use Voodoo's SP1 in an odd combo. His ability reduction can counter Rogue's ability to get rid of debuffs fast. So as you guys can see, Spirit Poison isn't going anywhere, and that's going to be that with 11 hits. People watching, go ahead and say hi in the comments box. Even with the uncollected difficulty, using the right 5-star champion, it's really not that difficult. What's up, guys? Let's see how much Spirit Poison damage is going to be done with 11 stacks. 1700 a tick. Jeez. Yes, Nicholas. I usually follow along with the story and the stories in the event quests. In the past, the event quest storylines have turned out to be related to the story quests whenever they come out. Okay, so it looks like after 10 blocked attacks, Rhino's going to be, or at least the next attack will be unblockable. And he has cornered, and I can't heal. So I'm going to go with Proxima Midnight since I don't want to feed corner too much. Sure what's happening with block. Repaired. Man. I guess that has to do with the bubble node or something? I'm not sure where you get that 10 stacks from. I'm not seeing anything. Ooh. Come on. So bubble note how it affects parry or blockable attacks. So it's not exactly clear. There's no way to tell with the 10 stacks. There's no icon or anything that lets you know about that. Ha! Sounds like you missed story time recently, Nicholas. It looks like for this month's event quest, they're including kind of the ISO 8 gang or the Kingpin or Red Skull's minions and whatever's going on. So we've got Biohazard, Breakthrough, and the third one, Bane. The Biohazard node was one of the reasons I took Sentinel to rank 5. I have Ultron at rank 4 for 5-star, but Ultron doesn't hit that hard. He's more of a, like, Ultron's more of an Alliance Quest champ at this point. So I'll go with, so just to go over my these guys real fast. So we've got Sentinel with the being, Sentinel has a bleed and poison immunity, so he covers the Biohazard nodes. Korg, extra bleed immunity. Gladiator Hulk, extra poison immunity. And then Vu's got the ability reduction and regeneration. Proxima Midnight's got the auto block counter. Korg also is excellent for countering evade champs. I've used him a bit in questing since I got him from Arena. He's been really good against evade champs. And that's why I gotta be careful against like that or something. Twice that was awesome. That incinerate damage. Yeah, that's right, Sam. I used Ultron in, I think, our last Alliance War. And he's a 5-star rank 4. I used him against a 4-star magic on the Power Shield node on Path 6. He was barely able to take down a 4-star magic with regeneration twice just because he does so little damage. If you guys do manage to get Sentinel duped, when the AI blocks, you want to keep attacking without finishing a combo to build those analysis charges. Against mutant champs, he builds them real fast. Still got Biohazard going. For anyone who watched the live stream on some morning, I did end up getting Korg with 64 million. Cut was around 57, so I had him by a long shot, but I'm not going to take any risks. Well, let me show you guys how to evade Venom's SP2. You want to evade his jump attack before he reaches the high point of his jump, and then just evade follow-up attack right after, kind of like Civil Warrior's heavy attack. But for Venom's SP2, you kind of his jump punch before he reaches the high point of his jump. Gives you enough time to evade the next attack. Biohazard, so we still gotta go with Sentinel. Trying to intercept Kingpin because he's got a 50% chance to recover from stun on parry. So far, so good. Everyone does, Nicholas. No one's perfect at this game. There's always room for improvement. YouTube is a great source to watch videos on how other MCOC players get the job done in difficult content. Just gotta know where to look. When Sentinel's duped, when he gets 100 analysis charges, which is his max, his Incinerate and Armor Break last twice as long, so his SP2, the damage is doubled when the Incinerate damage is doubled when he has full analysis charges. Biohazard. Works like a charm most of the time. Not always, but usually it's really well. I think Joel was around before I started playing the game seriously. I joined MCOC in February of 2017 last year. I didn't really start playing it consistently until March, though. I have heard that a lot of people thought Joel was one of the best YouTubers out there. Huh. It's random. BAM still hasn't fixed the Nightcrawler bug, which I just did right there. It does look like they've changed his AI a little bit though, because I've noticed more recently when I try to do the Nightcrawler mode trick where he switches moves, which is where when he backs up and holds block, you back up or do an attack and then back it up. It does look like Nightcrawler has been using dash attacks more often. I'm trying to use that technique to get him to go to swashbuckling. Nightcrawler's one of those champs where you can back up and then when he uses a heavy attack you can back up to get out of the first, to evade the first hit and then catch him before he gets you with the second hit. Uh-oh. Cyclops boss. Guess they still think he's pretty effective. Alright, so he's got unblockable special attacks and mutants get a boost. It's nothing special. Who'd you pull for your dupe the other day, Sam? My last one was Mordo. Cyclops' SP1 is not too hard to evade. You just gotta watch. There we go, jinxed myself. You want to watch when he sticks his head forward to shoot his laser beam. Right when he starts to do that, that's when you evade. Oh, wait, Sam, were you saying that you dupe Cyclops? Looks like the developers are even trolled Cyclops now. So here we've got Aspect of Chaos, Optimist, Pessimist, Aspect of War. Oh, that one's fun. Yeah, let's go with Aspect of War since I need more practice at that one. I think that's the one that the guillotine boss had a few months ago. Imagine. 17 hits, takes out the 6-star. Gladiator Holcomb, he has a chance to get a stun on his SP1 if, when he makes contact with it, he has less than 100 crowd charges, or whatever it's called. His SP2, he has to have the crowd excitement full to get the stun. So let me go over this Aspect of War note again. After a certain amount of time, you have no block proficiency, and all of the AI's attacks are unblockable. The AI also go unstoppable and they get stun immunity for 6 seconds after they use a special attack. But if you intercept a dash or a heavy attack, then you get rid of the effect. So this is a node that really Ben really wants you to either spend a lot of money or learn how to intercept. Pick which one. Nope. There it is. I'm trying to make Thor use all of his power. And here you go. Voodoo has a ability accuracy reduction. He just reduced the accuracy of the Aspect of War node. Thor was supposed to get unblockable and unstoppable after that SP2, but because Voodoo auto block, yeah, and right there, Voodoo just countered his auto block. Such a great champion. The way Aspect of War works makes it a little harder to land intercepts because you can't use the strategy of start a combo but don't finish it and then back up and go for it. Since the AI becomes unblockable, you kind of have to do it from a standstill, which is really hard without practice. Sit back and watch Spirit Poison do all the work. That might not take him out. Not much. How's it going, John? I don't know. I haven't talked to Uzi about, or I haven't really talked to many guys in BG4 about the live stream. I kind of came up with this at the last minute yesterday. Uzi's been busy with some stuff recently, so I'm not sure if. I pretty much don't know if he's gonna stop by or not. AI's power. So when Voodoo gets his power burden going like that right there, and the AI's in the corner, he can do what he can do the same strategy Magic uses to keep enemies quartered with her SP2. Very good strategy for certain Alliance War matchups and matchups outside of Alliance War. The Aspect of War and stop roll again. Yep. Such an awesome signature ability. Yep, didn't work again. Yep, worked that time. 2 out of 3 is not good. Definitely good to try to use Voodoo's SP1 on an odd combo as soon as possible. That'll help reduce the damage he takes from hitting electro. Gotcha. Whenever you're fighting Electro, you always want to try to bait his SP1 over his SP2. His SP2, it can be tricky with trying to evade. It has a late contact point compared to its animation, so get caught. That means you get stunned and usually get full comboed. Crap, I hate Mesmerize. I don't have Crossbones to help out with countering that. Alright, so there's Mesmerize and Dismay, so it's a decent chance for things to go wrong real fast there. And then Aggression, Precision. Yeesh, okay, let's see how this goes. Take some blocked hits at first, but that's gonna build the precision. Never mind. So there's the ability accuracy reduction. Even with a special 2 bias, some champions. Oh, so much for the ability reduction. Some champions are still going to be really likely to use their SP1. Hood's one of those champions. See, no problem getting him to use his SP1. Nothing special so far. See what nodes we've got here. Burden of Mind, Limber, Buffet, Tranquility, first time in an event quest, I think. Still easy. So it looks like Buffet's the hardest out of these ones, so I'll go with Buffet. Straight down the middle. Nope, to the left. Good to start trying out Korg real fast. Hopefully we get an evade champ coming up so I can show you guys how Korg's unblockable and unstoppable activates Ghost Dexterity and evade and attacks with the evader. So if you want to work on evading Iceman's SP1, you want to wait till his arms are pointing towards you, not at the beginning of the animation. There. So it's a long animation. If you evade too early, you'll get caught. You want to wait until his arms are pointing towards your champion, and then go for the evade. No evade champs. We'll use Korg on Moon Knight. If you look at his abilities, it says crowd excitement. Here we go. So heavy attack, he does armor break. If he has enough crowd excitements, it lasts for 20 seconds instead of 8 seconds. With his the synergy he has with Gulk. Rock Shield makes him a tank. I mean, he can take SP3s multiple times. He's not at Iceman's level, but here it says, where is it? So, when Rock Shield is active, enemy attacks can't do more than 40% of their attack rating in a single hit, and special 3 attacks can't do more than 120% of the attack. So Moon Knight, he's got 3700 attack. An SP3 against Korg, if Korg has his Rock Shield up, it's not going to do much more than 4000 damage. There's that unblockable and unstoppable on a crowd excitement when above 3 or whatever the number is. You gotta remember buffet's active. So looks like Moon Knight is all or nothing. That's, oh, that's right. So if you guys notice, the dexterity nerf went into play, so he doesn't feed buffet as much. That's pretty cool. So now the precision buff that's caused from dexterity, it's only gonna activate on buffet and Mystic Dispersion. Maybe not Mystic Dispersion, but on buffet when you make contact. It looks like Korg doesn't do much damage. More of a tank. Oops. And saved by rock armor. See if the armor break will make a difference. Not too much, but then again, he's only rank 3. That's pretty useful right there. Easy to counterattack when you're unstoppable. show you guys how to evade to Ant-Man's SP2 as well. So when he does the kick, that's the first evade. When he throws the ants, when they start to come in, they slow down at first. So you want to wait for the ants to slow down before they start moving forward towards you again. And then it's really not hard to evade the ants. I'll do it at a further distance. Watch. Slow down, and then you evade. Try to get Sentinel to max analysis charges so you guys can see the potential of his SP2 incinerating damage. Just gotta bait a lot of SP1s. It's the fastest way. This one. Watch this incinerator damage. Pretty awesome. Thanks, Marco. I've got a lot of, probably like 5 or 6 or more line sport videos that I've been meaning to upload with commentary. I still gotta put a lot of the clips together in iMovie. The Korg Arena wiped me out. I pretty much slept most of Sunday. Still got Buffet. So I'll show you guys how Proximum Knight does against Buffet. She's been working out really well on No 24 and Alliance War. I'm going to use her SP2 when she has all of her missions complete. So 2 more parries and then on to intercepting. Okay. Get him to use SP1. And then I can start intercepting. 1, 2. Almost. Have to be a SP3, I guess. Okay, let's see how much damage this does. Oh! 1 hit! She is going to be so useful when Act 6 comes out. Cool, we got War Up. Join that after I finish this up. Yeah, Proxima's a beast of Praxis. Corvus ends fights much faster, but for the trickier fights like Iron Man Infinity War and Domino, she is really something. Still got Buffet, still got Voodoo. Her Proxima's ability to parry basic projectile attacks like Domino's gunshots, Iron Man Infinity War's dash attack, Yondu's arrow. It's so useful when you come across those defenders in Alliance War. Alright. Oh, I should have used Proxima. So Proxima Midnight, when she blocks attacks, which includes parry, she reduces offensive ability accuracy by 200%. So Agent Venom Tenacity, that's an offensive ability. So see, I parried him and he stepped out of it. Does the same for debuffs, like bleed and other stuff. So both Agent Venom and the same goes for Kingpin's Rage ability. When Proxima parries their attacks, those abilities will never activate. The Voodoo's got 2 spirit poison stacks since he used his special attack on odd combo. Almost done with the Chapter 2 quest. Just 2 levels after this one. Interesting, so Emma Frost mentioned Magneto's helmet blocking her abilities. So I wonder if Kabam did make that, did give Magneto that counter to Frost in the game. Let's see. Okay, so he's got Masochism, Unblockable SP2, and Ensnared Tech. Okay, so don't use Tech Champs for this fight. Godslayer, just don't get hit. So Masochism and Unblockable SP2 is not too bad. So I'll go with Voodoo. 7,000 Tech, man. Some Act 5, Chapter 3 stuff there. You want to try to evade Magneto's SP1. Don't evade when he like throws his backhand out. Don't evade, and then evade the projectile. You can counter that way. If you evade when he like moves his arm or hand or whatever, it'll be too far away to evade it and counter the projectile. See, I didn't move, and then I can counter attack. I figured that out when I fought him in Labyrinth of Legends. And we've got, so Voodoo's got his power burn with max power burn active. Look top left, see the number 3? That means that's the most Voodoo can power burn. I'm going to keep Magneto in the corner, and I'm not going to need to parry him to stun him and land attacks. Oops, almost got me there though. So he got me there. I'd mentioned before that the AI does seem to change its strategy if you do the same thing over and over again. I think I was doing four hit combos and then backing up multiple times. After the 3rd or 4th time, he finally changed his reaction. So 4 down, 2 to go. So this level has Oscillate, Cornered, Burn of Might, Roll Reversal, Vitality Rush. I think Oscillate's the toughest. Yeah, so I'll go with the Oscillate path. All the way to the left. Oscillate was introduced in dungeons. That's where the AI goes from being really aggressive to being really defensive. I think they start off with a Fury buff that boosts their attack a lot, and then after 15 seconds it turns into an armor buff, and they pretty much just turtle in the corner. Massacre's heavy attack is a bit fast to try to get that intercept in after the first hit. Thanks for dropping by, Uzi. For anyone that doesn't think much of Taskmaster, Seaton... Oh, shit. But he's not looking. Seaton... catch my words here. Seaton uploaded a video of using Red Hulk, Domino, and Massacre Alliance, where he's calling it the Flaming Trinity. Those 3 champions have some really promising synergy effects. But Seaton's got a 5-star rank 2 Domino. I'm not sure where his Red Hulk and Massacre are, but that Alliance War attack team does seem to have a lot of potential. Of course you did, Dion. So I think this is the Oscillate path. So yeah, every 15 seconds the defender alternates between a Fury passive, which boosts their base attack by 300%, and an Armor Up critical resistance passive that increase armor and critical resistance by 300%. So watch this fight. When their Fury buff turns into an armor buff, they're pretty much going to turn into Morta when he has his power gain. But right now they're going to be very aggressive. Special attack with you. See you, Dion. Oh, wow. I just caught that one. John, you catch that comment? Them's fighting words. Thanks for subscribing, Sick Boy. I hope we got you in the alliance. Sick Boy's a recent recruit. When you use a Voodoo against Punisher, you really want to use your special attack on an odd combo at some point, because that'll reduce the ability accuracy Punisher's endurability. So when you get the finishing blow on a physical attack, he'll be much less likely to revive. I'm not used to the AI attacking this much with the armor buff. Also, it was introduced in dungeons. In dungeons, when they had the armor buff active, they would pretty much never attack. Wonder if it's been tweaked. Nice, good to hear, man. You always want to be careful when you evade the guy's attack. In harder game content, if you're still close, they will try to follow up with more hits. So with enough practice, you can kind of eyeball how close you are to the AI after you evade a dash attack, and you can become more aware if you're going to need to expect an attack to parry or block or evade. So far, this month's event quest, nothing special. Last month's was harder. Yes, very good point, Sam. Excellent point. Yeah, Hulk and Dormammu are two champions. When you fight them, if they miss their dash attack, they're going to keep swinging until they hit you or until they finish their combo. Venom is another champion that attacks like that. But yeah, Dormammu and Hulk, definitely two of the ones that do it the most often. Trying to get Red Skull to use a special attack at times, since he does gain an armor buff, which means more spirit and poison. Use it one more time. He may not use it until he gets the Fury again. Yep, looks like that's what's gonna, happen. So we'll get 12 spirit poison. It's 13. Oh man, 2,000 a tick. I think that's over 4,000 a second. Jeez. Let's go. Guessing this boss and the next boss are going to be a combination of Emma Frost and Omega Red. Probably get Omega Red as the final boss. Mutant Wrath, who cares? Still need to get Voodoo some health back so we'll use them again. without any points in Mystic Dispersion, Voodoo is still, as you guys can see, still steamrolling through the Uncollected difficulty. There's not much in the game that, What's up, Noobs? Thank you, you too. Congrats on getting that #1 finish. Yeah, I'm hoping to get Korg to rank 4 in a week or 2. I need 6 Tier 4 basics, and I'll get him to rank 4. Sentinel this time. Yeah, we're about to find out if everyone tripping out about her as a defender is warranted. So again, when you use Sentinel on attack, if he's, or no, it doesn't matter if he's duped, but if the AI locks, do as many hits as you can without finishing a combo. Here comes the massive incinerate damage. Eventually, noobs, but not. I'm planning on taking Korg to rank 5 after Proxima. That makes sense, Marco. That's not surprising. And noobs, I'll check out the video after I finish the live stream. Just one more level after this. I know Kabam Mike did comment that the inverted controls ability doesn't last that long. So she's got Oscillate, Kinetic Reactor, a lot of attack, and Special 1 bias. Let's see how she works. It looks like the developers, you know, top notch again. Good job, guys. Okay, so she goes Telepath when she has when she's a power level higher than you, and she'll be Diamond form when you have more, or when the attacking champion has more power than her. So Armor Break's going to be useful against Frost. Oh. Okay, so she's immune to Stun, Bleed, Poison, Incinerate, Shock, Frostbite, Cold Snap, Fatigue, Concussion, and Exhaustion. Man, she even counters the cage. So when he's in Diamond form, hold on, I want to see what her real fast. Okay, so she's a hero and she's X-Men. So she doesn't get the villain tag. Sorry, Blade. Okay, so she's got to get. When she parries, she gets prowess buffs. It's going to boost her special attack damage. And when she goes Diamond form, her prowess buffs go permanent, like Sabretooth with his Fury. Wow. Great. Reduces, okay. Heavy attack gives her power. Man, there's so much to go over, jeez. Okay, so special attack 1, she does Power Sting. Special attack 2, Concussion. Special attack 3, reduces power gain. Where's the inverted controls? seen it. I'm not seeing where it says what activates her inverted controls or whatever. Unless that's supposed to be it right there in the telepath form where it says MS whatever. Wow. Makes you wonder if that was intentional, that the developers intentionally bugged where it explains how her inverted controls work. I guess Kabam profits were low last month. Alright, screw it, gotta go in blind, see what happens. Yeah, good point, Marco. I mean, that would be something for him. Jeez, look at that attack. Let's see if we can figure out. Okay, there's inverted controls. Okay, looks like you want to do a dash attack when she does her inverted controls. Alright, I'm going to use Korg so I can see if I can figure her out with Korg. Attack aggressively. And I'm just going to block. Okay, you can block her attack regularly. I use special attack during power sting. Looks like she is a bit tricky, but I think I'm starting to figure her out. Let's try Gulk. One more champ to go through before bringing out the big guns. Get that stun. Nope. Yep, that's how you do it. Okay. So, when she uses her special attack 1, dash, it's like just like the Thanos, and I did the wrong one, the Thanos fight. Dash forward, and dash forward again. Okay, so that's how it works. Not too bad. Just took a long time to figure it out. Forward, forward again. Nothing special. But she is a freaking tank. Man. Yeah, just like Thanos Abraxas. Alright, I'm gonna go for Proxima Med. Let's see if her special attack damage will help. 13,000 attack. That's the I think that's the highest we've seen in the game. Shit. Now we've got to incapacitate for the first mission, so forward, forward. Try to create some room. Forward, forward. Get her so I can parry the incapacitate mission. Forward, forward. She's still in diamond form. I gotta even use some special attack. Oh, she has more power. That should help a little bit. definitely going to be tricky on defense with how long she takes to get down. Parried a special attack there. One more. Okay. Now we might be able to go to work. Not taking any risks. Oh no! Oh, she's still in, I think. That's right. Oh! And she's gonna. Ah! So Proxima Midnight, she gets Safeguard on projectiles with a 30 or 50 plus hit combo. So that does make her useful against Emma Frost. So let's see if I can execute with Voodoo. Or not. I like how she changed her special attack, so I was trying to evade and special attack. Okay, I think I can finish her off with Voodoo. It's 13,000 attack, very low room for error. This will reduce your ability accuracy. And I went the wrong way again. Just gotta wait for Power Sting to wear off. Land parry. And I get countered attacked. I want to try to counterattack her heavy attack. Yeah, practice makes perfect, Marco. Too bad they haven't been. Frost is just too much of a tank to. For reception to be enough. I think I can get her this time. Still over 100,000 health. One of those days. Finally get to burn through some of the revives that I've had in storage, at least. And I can't evade fast enough. Okay, I'm gonna go stock up on some or refill items from storage. I'll get back. So, Frost isn't necessarily, like, from this fight, very difficult. It's just there is very low room for error. So there's a clear strategy that works against her. But if you mess up at any point, it's going to be it's going to be a long fight. And I mean, you know, you go for 5-6 minutes or longer and you're perfect, and then you make one mistake, you're done. So just you got to play real precise this matchup. Oh, careful. And there's the Spirit Poison, finally. Yeah, I pushed the wrong way again. Awesome. Ready to get the intercept. Yeah, I think Sparky's a really good choice for Emma Frost. That's because of the oscillate node Marco, when she has that armor buff active, she's gonna turtle in the corner pretty much. That's how the oscillate works when she's on the armor. We got some ice armor here again. Build your power. So there we go. You can see what your special attack too is. So Voodoo would be a much... Take her out, thank you. Voodoo would be a much better option if you actually had Mystic Dispersion. I still don't have points in there yet. We were supposed to be able to use the Mystic Dispersion Mastery again today, but no luck so far. Okay, so can easily say Frost was harder than anything we got last month. Well, let's see. The Uncollected Adaptoid, that guy was tough, but I think Frost was a harder matchup. Godslayer, nothing special. Aggression Fury, nothing special. Fury, nothing. Explosive Personality, not... Is it the hardest, really? Heal Block? I guess they... thought the frost fight was the frost fight was tough and we get a break in the next level. I'll go with explosive personality, I guess. No, Marco, the way the oscillate node works is the AI starts off with the Fury buff for 15 seconds and they fight really aggressive, and then after those 15 seconds, they will switch to an armor buff. And then when they have the armor buff, they're just going to hold block and back up in the corner, kind of like Mordo when he has power gain. They'll attack occasionally, but much less compared to when they have that aggression buff active. Not going to build those armors. One more. So if you're watching this, you guys are definitely going to want to read over Emma Frost's abilities on the Uncollected. Probably Master too, but not nearly as hard as Uncollected or as Infinity Gauntlet Thanos, but definitely got to do your homework for that fight. I would not be surprised if Frost ends up going for over 60 million in first round in Arena. Especially if she has high prestige. Not taking the bait. So we've got Voodoo's max power burn, so it should not be that hard to think explosive personality makes the AI more defensive. Makes them block more and less aggressive so they can try to stack those armors. There we go. Now we got the rhythm down. Still got the explosive personality. Still going with Voodoo since he's my main pather. Yep, trying to hold block to get those armor bumps through. Noobs, if you're still watching, how come a lot of the top Alliance War players, like in NY and some other alliances, a lot of them have been taking Hood to rank 5? Is that because they think he's gonna be a good counter for Korg? No, Dion. Kabam locked the Mystic Dispersion Mastery on the 31st, I think. On last Friday or Saturday, and I had taken points out when they did that so I could do suicide for the Korg arena. So if you had points in Mystic Dispersion when they locked it, no changes. I wonder if that's the developers taking shots at the Russians for hacking in elections. Since Omega Red is Russian. Probably a bit of a stretch. Oh, that's hilarious, Marco. Yeah, the election was first. MCOC was the end game. Oh man, it's funny. Yeah, Sam, I saw something about the 11th too. The announcement wasn't exactly crystal clear. Almost to the Omega Red boss. Okay, so cool, I can show you guys. Alright, so when you go over Proxima Midnight's abilities, here, look where it says blocking. So 200% offensive ability accuracy reduction on blocking or parries. Yeah, that's right, Sam. Yeah, the MCOC forum's good practice if you gotta study for the LSAT. So watch. No tenacity. No tenacity. No tenacity. So against Agent Venom and Kingpin, Proxima can parry all day long, and they will never shrug off the stun effect early. That's been useful in a Alliance War a couple times when I go against Agent Venom or Kingpin. I don't remember what mission it was. 5, I think, is incapacitate. 5 is incapacitate, which means knock him down. 6 is parry, and 4 is intercept. So if Kingpin doesn't have stun immunity in Alliance Quest, and he doesn't have Limber, Proxima Midnight may end up being a pretty good counter for him. I know her extra special attack damage will be big if you can get good at finishing her missions early or fast enough. It depends, Marco. Most of the time she hasn't been for me. It's taken a lot of practice to figure out how to, complete her missions fast. But every once in a while, like if she gets her parry mission first, or I should say, if she gets her parry mission before her incapacitate mission, that makes it hard on a limber nose because you end up using all of your losing all of your parries early on, so it makes it hard to land the heavy attacks. But Proxima has been clutch for my attack team, and as high as tier 2, that's the highest we've done with. That's the highest BG4 has gotten to. Ghost against Emma Dion, huh? I don't know Ghost well enough to comment on that. I wouldn't be surprised if you're right. Someone posted a video on Reddit showing that Ghost is phenomenal for Korg. I'll see if I can find that for you guys. I think I did post it in one of EG4, either main or chat or info room. Let's see if I can bring that up. AI, you gotta get it every once in a while. Let's see, yep. So Voodoo's ability reduction just canceled out Iron Man's regeneration, so that'll make the fight shorter. Let's see if I can find the link I was talking about. Ah, so they're bringing the Cabal back. Or, I mean, they already did, but they're adding characters, I should say. Frost was part of the Cabal in the comics. So let's see what we got here. Recovery, Transducer. Okay, so Brute Force is the one to look out for. Let's see how this guy works. Jeez, so Omega Red's got poison immunity and he's barely going to take bleed damage. Those Holy Trinity Alliance War attack teams keep getting better and better. Not Death Factor. They're out of range. Okay, so when Omega Red gets close, he's going to stack a Death Spore debuff. They go away when you create distance. They reduce armor. Nice. So Sentinel's going to be a good answer for Omega Red. So robots do better against him. Degeneration on heavy attacks. After he uses a special attack too, stay away. And don't care about the SP3 since that should never happen. So Brute Force and Aggression Regeneration, you gotta keep the attacks coming against this guy. Okay, and Parry doesn't want to work now. What's new? Create distance. Use it. Special. Let's see how that Incinerate's gonna do. Watch that health go down. Okay, so you can counter-attack Omega Red's SP1 after he does his overhead tentacle attack. One more SP2, let's see how much damage you can do with max charges. Come on. There it is. Overhead counter. So I found that link with showing how Ghost counters Korg. I'll post that after the fight's done. Back up. Man, that regeneration. Let's get a long heal block in to buy me some time. I can get him to use his freaking special attack, but now he's in all or nothing mode. And then we got a death field. Back up. Use a special attack to create some rain. Death field wear off. Missed time to evade there. So yeah, Sentinel does look like a great answer to Omega Red. So here's the link about. So click on that website link if you want to see how Ghost just destroys Korg. Yes, okay, Christopher, you want me to show Omega's abilities? Yeah, it's, here you go. So his signature ability, wow, his basic tentacle attacks have a chance to go unblockable. The Death Spores, I guess his Death Spore damage has got to be awakened for that. So there's some stuff on his passive there. That's how his Death Factor ability works. Yeah, well, there's no way to argue that Omega Red's not a villain. Yeah, Marco, that's not a bad idea. Try to bait the heavy attack after blocked hits. And then his special attacks. So Voodoo's not going to be a good option. Well, let's see if Proxima does okay against him. Alright, so got parry first at least. Man, those Death Spores, they stack much faster when against non-robot champions. Don't want to use a special attack, I guess. We're in all or nothing mode again. Yep, all or nothing. Death field, at least I'll get some damage. So we got him with heavy attacks. Once the death field goes away, I can try to intercept if Proxima still has health. There we go. Here's some big damage. Not big enough, but some. Crap. Shouldn't have to continue. to full power. Crap, use your SP1, bro, come on. So you gotta fight real aggressive against him. Yeah, definitely. Good point, Marco. You need ghosts. Okay, so... I'm gonna try Voodoo because even though he can't use Spirit Poison, I think the Power Control is gonna be useful for staying aggressive with attacks. The downside of that is those debuffs he's stacking. And late on the intercept. And so this boss fight's kind of like a harder version of the Sabretooth fight we got back in March, I think. I want to see if Gladiator Hulk's Face Me ability will active against anything Omega Red does. And he does have heal block. And here we go. All or nothing again. Counterattack time on the SB1. You don't want to be too early. Yeah, I think that is what I'm going to end up doing, Christopher. Sentinel does look like the best option for Omega Red. I'll definitely be doing the rest of Uncollected during item use, because very good chance that I'm gonna take some items for the last two bosses. Cool. Take care, Marco. Thanks for watching. How do I not parry that? So you want to watch for his second tentacle on the SB1. 1-2 there, so don't counterattack until the second tentacle. Thanks for subscribing. Sorry, I missed the name. I was trying to focus on the fight and commentary. Okay, I'm going to use Sentinel's SB1 when he has almost his SB2. Just look at that long heal block. Let's see how long the heal block lasts for them. Oh, was SB1 that was the attack. And he's not using his SB1 again. And he intercepts perfectly and takes them out. Cool. Let's try it again. I'm I'm going to take one after, I think it was Blue Marvel who showed how to use Sentinel on Node 24 with spamming the SP1 for the heal block instead of using his SP2. Gonna try that. Come on, man. Generation is ridiculous. And he's turtling. Says nothing about fighting defensively, but of course he is, because it makes him get more health and makes brute force more effective. Push it up a little. And there you go, he's not attacking again. If you push him to his SP2, he's going to get that death field. Can help out with not having to rush everything. There we go. Okay, might have him this time. Special attack that he's doing. And he's not going to get it. There it is. Okay. Woo. So both the Emma Frost and Omega Red boss fights, you definitely just can't button mash your way through those. Very challenging. They make you really think your strategy. So, kind of happy with how Kabam designed those. It's it looks like they're trying to get more creative with, you know, what champions you bring, how you use the champions you bring. So that'll describe. I might throw the time off. I was trying to show you guys something. Okay, so for anyone that didn't know, I grinded for Korg this past round of Arena. So I'm saving 5-star shards until the next featured crystal drop, so it's a little over 47 days. So I can try to get Korg duped, and the reason I'm doing that is, excuse me, if you look at how many 5-star signature stone crystals I've got, 95, so once I finish up Master this month, I'll have 100 signature stone crystals, same amount you get for Labyrinth of Legends exploration, and I can't open them right now because I'm currently maxed out on skill stones. So I already had burned a 5-star skill stone on Crossbones because it was going to expire, but I'm not opening signature stone crystals until I can start using skill stones. So that's why I'm taking Korg to rank 4. Hopefully I can get him duped once the new 5-star featured crystal comes out. Rehan, Emma Frost? You want to fire so that you can make Emma have more power than your attacker has. So when Emma Frost has more power than your champion does, she's gonna switch to the telepath mode. When she's in diamond mode, she's close to invulnerable. You can barely do any damage against her. When you're fighting Frost, use your special attacks or time your special attacks so you can make Emma have more power than your champion. I think the specifics say that you want Emma needs to have at least 1 bar of power more than your champ. So if she has 1 and you don't have a full bar of power, or she has 2 and you have 1, she'll be in her telepath mode, and then she'll be susceptible to, you know, poison, bleed, incinerate, and a lot more critical hit damage. When your champion has more bars of power than Frost does, you're not going to be able to hurt her much. You dodge Emma's SP1. It's just like the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet fight. So there's 2 hits to her SP1. So when she, like right when she starts, she moves her hand, or she does something where it looks like she's trying to throw something at you. You do a dash attack, so that'll cause your champion to evade. And then shortly after that, she does another animation where it looks like she's throwing some kind of like, I guess, telepathic projectile at you. And then you do a dash attack again. So it's 2 forward dashes. The first is like right when she starts the animation. The second is shortly after. And then after that, her inverted controls ability goes away. So it's just like the Infinity Gauntlet fight on his SP2. If you guys remember that Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, on one of his forms on the SP2, he does a kind of a laser beam right off the bat, and you do a dash attack to back up, and then he shoots those 2 balls at you, and you can evade those 2 by doing a dash attack. So same thing for Emma. So I think that's it, guys. So thanks everyone for watching. If this was your first time, please go ahead and subscribe. For you guys that did subscribe, thank you very much. Yes, Rihan, 2 forward dashes. You have to pay attention to Emma's SP1 animation to figure out when to do the forward dashes. The first one shortly after the SP2, or shortly after the SP1 starts. The second one, when she it looks like she's holding something in front of her and then it disappears. So this looks like a rock disintegrates or something. I'm not sure. But yes, 2 forward dashes to evade both hits of Emma's SP1. Thank you for subscribing, Michael. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll try to have some more videos up this week. Still taking a break from Arena after Korg. Take care, guys. Have a good week.